His laugh should be like a musical instrument. It should sort of illustrate his mood. It could be ominous and intimidating. It could be gleeful and with wild abandon. But I didn't want to just have one rote laugh.
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This week we are doing Joker. I thought it went really good with the last video that we did of Domino because Zazie Bates was in the Joker movie. We loved the Joker movie. I thought that Joaquin Phoenix did such a good job. And also we got part 2 coming out. So there's going to be another Joker movie coming. So I can't wait to see where Joaquin Phoenix goes with this movie and if he's going to be the full-fledged Joker that we all were wanting to see, the crime boss in him. Yeah, so I ain't gonna hold you guys up anymore. Let's get right into the video.
Alright guys, so first let's go into the history of the Joker and talk a little bit about him. So he was created by Bill Finger, Bob Kane, and Jerry Robinson, and first appeared in the debut issue of the comic book Batman on April 25th, 1940. Now, it's widely debated between the three of them who actually came up with the character, but usually it's either Bill Finger or Bob Kane, and then they say that Jerry really had a huge influence on writing the character. Originally he was supposed to die in the first issue, but thank God that he stuck around. He's had a bunch of different origin stories during the decades and appearances, but the most common one involves him falling into a tank of chemical waste and that it bleaches his skin white and turns his hair green and lips bright red. That resulted in a disfigurement that just drove him crazy. The 1990s introduced a romantic interest for the Joker in his former psychiatrist Harley Quinn, who became his criminal sidekick and girlfriend before finally escaping their controlling relationship. And she's had a whole bunch of other spin-offs too. She's had her own show, her own comic, and I like her as a solo act a lot more than as the Joker's girlfriend.
Alright guys, so as we get into me doing the suit jacket and whatnot, I just wanted to talk about, like, this was a big part of the video, and that was getting the face painted. Now, I took a different approach to this one. As you can see in the beginning of it, I used the grid method because I didn't want to do very like fine pencil like outline first. I kind of wanted to see how I would do with just putting the paint to the canvas paper, and I really think that it was important for me to do that. I'm getting so used to being able to just do a carbon copy or like, you know, a very hard pencil sketch or line work first, and I wanted to just go in really loose. That's why his face still, even at this point, seems a little bit messed up, but it does get better coming up. And yeah, and probably all the paint that you're seeing here is eventually painted over. Like I said, this thing goes through quite a lot of revisions and edits and tweaks and whatnot.
Alright, so who's your favorite Joker? I'm gonna have to say mine was definitely Heath Ledger, with Mark Hamill in a very close second place. Joaquin Phoenix was definitely great, probably my third. Jack Nicholson, of course, those older Batman movies were amazing. And wherever I do out of all of them, I'm putting Jared Leto at my very last. Jesus Christ, never play the Joker again, please.
Alright guys, so around this part, I was ready to go in with, like, you know, those second, third layers and really starting to put things together like a tie. I think that once I got like the billion layers before this on there, that these, like around this part is where I really started getting some definition into the tie, and I think that came out really sweet. You know, I'm fixing up things, and at first, like, it was supposed to be a bust with the drippy like things coming from the bottom, and I kind of stuck with that idea, but this is where everything really starts coming around and you start seeing things not only come together but change in a way that's more pleasing to the final product. But this was a really fun stage for me. Every now and then I would just pull it off on my wall of works in progress progress, and then put a little work here, put a little work there to get it to where I wanted it to be.
So real quick, I just wanted to go into this background change that I'm going through right now. I've been doing a lot of it, and these pastel-ish background colors just look great. Let me know what you think in the background. I think I want to do more of them.
Alright guys, so now that I've got it pretty much where I want it to be, you might have seen that I had like a banner going across the top of it, and it said, "Laugh and the world laughs with you, weep and you weep alone." And I got that from one of my favorite movies of all time, Old Boy, and I thought that it fit so much with the Joker aesthetic and whatnot. I eventually end up covering it up as we get into the comic book parts and whatnot, but I wanted to put that into the video so you guys just know where my mind was when I was doing that, and I think it's still pretty cool. I mean, I might still name the painting that quote just because it's so fitting for the Joker's like whole aesthetic and whatnot. So I'm doing the comic book parts on there, and what I do is I take a piece of cardboard, and sometimes I'll double up the cardboard so that it's a stand for the comic book strip to sit on. So when you're looking at painting, it's like kind of elevated at parts, and I wanted it to look really loose and just like the comic book pages were kind of hopping out of the painting while the Joker was in the background. I think that it came out looking super dope. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments as we go ahead and wrap this thing on up. Alright guys, and that's going to be another video done. Tell me how you like this one. I really enjoyed this one. Like I said, it was one of the longer, like just periods of time that I sat and waited and did a painting and whatnot. It was actually the first of the whole series of me shutting down commissions and just doing my own thing. It's crazy that, you know, like a month and a half, 2 months later is when we're finally even seeing the painting and whatnot. But I love doing this Joker joint so much, and I want to do more comic book stuff, but I've currently got a few series that I'm doing right now. We got our Star Wars Geisha series just getting it's getting good, you know, and then we've got series, guys, and we've got lots of paintings that are done and coming. I think next week we might do the Arcane, and I think that that's going to be a series too. And I started off with one of my most favorite characters, the lovable, well, you'll see it when it gets here. Peace, love, thanks for coming out, and I'll catch you next time for some more sweet shit.